Good evening, everyone. Switched out here. And yeah, it is Friday again, as always. And this time is about Switch history again. And well, this weekend as so far, well, this week had been pretty good actually. It just winter is still there. It's just been raining today, despite being a winter, but it has been raining, and I really don't mind. Well, I mean, I prefer spring rather from cold winter. So so yeah, there has been a lot of things that's been happening lately. I mean, considering how many things has been happening around this past month or so with Valentine's Day recently, and you all know that it's like, and yeah, I mean, this particular day had pretty much been, well, how to say, pretty calm to most part for me though. It just I really had not much happened. Just spent some time with my family. That was pretty much it. And I really haven't worked on any new stories. Well, at least for the past few days. But since I mainly was focused on my previous work on Peep Petals with Misty Bright Dawn. I was actually quite surprised at that how the story turned out. Still happy about that. And I'm also very surprised of how my 3 hour story turned out. I'm still happy to be able to make a story that's lasts for 3 hours, and most most of my viewers maybe expect another 3 hours or maybe even longer story in the future. I had to say that's not possible. First, 3 hours took me less than about a, well, it took me maybe just about a week or so to make. I mean, it would just normally take maybe just 3 hours to just make it, but as always, things comes between. So and so yeah, in the future, I will only do maybe it was 1 or 2 hours long story now and then. Not every single week, not a single every month, but perhaps just maybe just once a month or so. That depends on course on which story it is going to be. Considering that 3 hours long story, it takes a little bit of time, and most of my stories are not even just 1 hour long. I have done a few stories that past 1 hour and one that's almost 2.5 hours as audio. So yeah, I really know that for a fact that most of my viewers pretty much love my stories. And since I recently reached 8,600 subscribers, since I normally put up a video as a subscriber special story, I really haven't made any one yet. And I haven't really decided from which story to use as a subscriber special video. I might I might use one of my old videos that I had to remake, and that's possibility that I might use one of those, or maybe making another complete special. I'm not so sure yet. From I haven't really made my mind up on that yet. It just knowing how many stores there are out there. I mean, considering when J5 came around, how many shippings did that pop up in there? Previously, when only J4 was just still existence, was still air the broadcast on TV, there were over 200,000 shippings based on Derpy Borough. Yeah, you heard me right, around 200,000 plus. But I can say right now, not all of those stories won't be made. Some of the stories makes complete sense, others makes no sense at all. Some others are, well, over the line to being crossed. Some of the shippings is like when has been shipped between like Fluttershy with her brother or Twilight with her brother or something like that. And it's just not the type of stories I prefer not to do at all. But there actually been a few odd stories on those shippings that I really did makes no sense to. And even in my mind, I'm still puzzled how anyone can come up with some like those stories. Like Twilight's been dating an actual book. How is that even possible? I mean, you can't literally do that. It's like the book can't give you an answer or anything. so yeah, so minus those stories, there are many that's I don't see any reasonable to make. I mean, people really have an imagination to come up with so many different shippings. Like number G5 came around back in 2020. There were still only a few, maybe a handful of shippings back then, minus with Opaline, because back then we didn't even know her real name. And I was also very cautious of making any G5 stories when the first movie, A New Generation, came out. Because at the time, I really didn't know what to do. I just started watching the movie and I really had no idea based on the new movie of the G5. And since the first movie came out, I didn't do any shippings of that new franchise. It's because back then it was only just one movie that came out, and we had only seen only a few handful of scenes of when the main six interacted with each other. Well, main five. So we didn't know much about their personas, like their personality and how they interact with others. After been watching all the six chapters of Make You Mark, including the first season of Tell Your Tale, I know at least now more about different characters' personality and what they are like. I was also mention this. There is actually one male couple in G5. There are two Earth ponies that actually adopted a young boy unicorn, which surprised to me. But previously, as I did made a story of two human characters from the Equestria Girls, Curly Wins and Whiskit. And now it turned out they are actually an official couple. Hasbro confirmed it, apparently they are dating. And I actually did that story way before that was even confirmed. Or at least I thought so, but it turned out they start dating right after when Curly Wins caught Whiskit when he fell off the ladder. I was really surprising, and that actually happened in the first movie. And that when there's a Christmas special they made of the Equestria Girls where Whiskit gave Curly Wins a gift, and they hugged each other. I was really surprised that the little unknown Hasbro had made them as a couple. I would not be surprised. I mean, they're like the little first official male couple of the entire series. After Sander and Diggy, which is the two male characters from G5, when their adopted son, Ferris. I'm actually looking forward to seeing more potential shippings between characters in G5. I know that many had probably seen Tell Your Tale special. I can say this. There's going to be four There's going to be four special episodes in that series. Each one is 22 minutes long. The first is going to be released sometime in March this year. They hadn't even actually given like any official title or what it's going to be about, but I presumably might be something about Easter because back last year they actually had this type of Easter themed episode of Tell Your Tale. So I wouldn't be surprised. That's going to be an Easter special. After all, Easter is actually end of the March this year, and the second one is going to be released in August. And I have no idea from which holiday that might be inspired or be based on. And yeah, I really have no idea. Since most of the series like Nightmare Night and Heartswarming Eve are based on Christmas and Halloween. And I don't know any big American holiday that's based in August. We cannot be Thanksgiving because that's in November. So I don't know. But the third special is in October. Now that is strongly indicating that it might be about Nightmare Night. And the fourth is in November, which I strongly indicate believe is going to be about a Christmas special. Because last year when they made Make You Mark Winter Wish Day were in fact released in November, by the end of the November that month. And not only that, back before G4 ended, they actually even made this Best Gift special, which also was released in November that year. So it's a strong indication that the fourth Tell Your Tale story, the video, is going to be about Christmas. So it's a good chance that the fourth is about Christmas, third is about Halloween or Nightmare Night, and the first is about Easter. But the second one, I can't really say not much about it since it's going to be taking place in August. In fact, I don't even know what it's going to be about though, because even the first one was released, at least information about it went public couple of weeks ago, but they never revealed any other further information like which characters it's going to be about, if it's going to be which time it's going to be released. So I don't know, but I do know for a fact either by the end of February and early March we might have some further information about the first Tell Your Tale special movie that's going to be or episode that's going to be released in March next year, next month. But I strongly believe it's about Easter themed episode, which not surprised if it is. And the second one, like I said, is in August. I really have no idea what that's going to kind of be about. Maybe it has something about having involved with Alora, the new main villain, this flying snow leopard, but I don't even know. But it's really hard to tell right now, though. It's very difficult to tell. But like I said, the first it might be about Easter, third might be about Halloween, and the fourth might be about Christmas. Like I said before, since the best gift from G4 was released in November, and the last Winter Wish Day was released in November last year. So there's a very good chance this one could also be about Christmas. But I don't know. But let's talk more about something different though. And for the friendly gamer is probably show up. So
Mm, not much.
yeah, and especially on the thing is that I literally found out about um I should mention this that like I did mention on Discord yesterday about Frozen. Frozen 3 is gonna be released November 2026, and on top of that, they are actually working on the fourth movie at the same time, but they hadn't even given that any release date yet. I was really surprised at that. I mean, I only knew about the third movie at least a couple of months ago, but the fourth movie, no, that was really a big surprise to me. And at least there's gonna be the same voice actors for both the movies, but there had been some, I think, videos of revealing some details about the third movie, and I don't even know. And Zootopia. Now that was a not bad movie though. The first movie was released back in, I think it was 2016 or 2017, like that. I don't remember exactly though. But there were shortly after the first movie came out that there were some discussions of making Zootopia 2 and 3 that was in development. But since it has been a few years since that happened, there hadn't even been any further updates about it. And now the second movie is currently in development. I'm actually looking forward to see what's going to happen in that movie. Since the first one was pretty good, and I would not be surprised that Stopia actually takes in the same universe as the movies Sing, because after all, they're in a universe where animals talk and live in cities. I wouldn't be not surprised if they're actually in the same universe, in the same world, all that. And especially with the other movie that came out in last year, Bad Guys, about a world where humans and anthropomorphic animals live together, which I hadn't even seen yet, but I only seen a few scenes from the movie though. Honestly though, there are a lot of movies out there that I hadn't even seen yet, but uh, there were just, many movies. Some horror movies. When it comes to horror movies, there are in fact a few that I would never in my life ever to see. Some of the movies are Saw franchise, which is a torture horror movies. I would never want to see those. Not because they're graphic, but I just can't handle that. I can handle zombies, blood, bleeding, all that, but that type of movies, yeah, no thank you. Or the human centipede, oh, that is across a line I never want to see at all. Seriously, it's just disgusting. And knowing that there are in fact some pretty good horror movies out there, I mean, some movies actually had this cult status, like Jason Voorhees, the like Friday 13. I only saw one of those movies, but that one was just no, no. It was just so bad. It was so bad. Uh, Halloween with Michael Myers. No. Well, that depends on from which one there is, like the original or the reboot. But I had seen neither of those, and probably would never do it at all. And eh, not let me start about Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Oh boy, that is a. I saw one movie and like this is supposed to be a horror movie. That's even better. I'm like, that is just complete bullshit. I'd rather be watching, but I'd rather be watching the first original Poltergeist. At least that is better. Hey, or at least I can see watching Coded Space in the mirror. That's horrifying. Sorry, Cody, just a joke. Uh, I know that for a fact that you can't handle horror movies, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, maybe it depends on what type of horror movies. You probably could handle Psycho.
Hmm.
There is one movie that's a reboot or at least a remake from one that was from the late 50s, House on a Haunted Hill. The first original, I've seen it. It's not much blood in it though, but the remake of that movie, trust me, dude, don't. It is absolute worst. They are already actually showing the clips from that old asylum where the staff would have been burned to death and even drowned to death and all that. But the sequel of that one, even way worse. Like the spirit of the old haunted surgeon, he used a scalpel on a soldier, on a female. Like you can literally see he's moving around her face so fast. It's like it's not. It's like in one moment when he's finished, it looks like nothing had happened to her. But even this part might be graphic, but let's say she ended up dead with her face full off, little skin just fell off thanks to that scalpel. Literally, it's just no, thank you. There are facts some other movies that I did like. Jumanji with Robin Williams. The first one was actually not that bad, but the sequels they made of it, I hadn't even seen. Even though they had Dwayne Johnson, The Rock in it, no, no thanks, no thanks. I just many sequels are not so good. I wonder if anyone else gonna join in. Since Malachite actually talked about, he wanted to talk about this, um, the tanks and auction or like that. It's like okay, but I don't even know. Um, so you've been up to though today?
Not much.
Play games?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I actually have been doing much myself. Watch some TV on it or YouTube on my TV. Browsing around my computer. I actually been playing this game Pocket Tanks. I used to play the game back in the early 2000s. I think it was 2001 when it came out. The only thing is about this game. Back then, there was a lot of different combinations that you can be using. Um, the game I have doesn't have all the weapons or the bombs in it. The only fraction of them probably, but you can probably get some other ones. But I was looking around online for any free use of this game. I mean, but now these days there are a lot of games that you can be playing free online because there are the websites that you can play games free. So I tried to look up this game, Pocket Tanks, if there was any free sites, but unfortunately there weren't any. But I did find one website that you could download the Pocket Tanks on your computer, and this game has it all. It has all kinds of weapons in it, like they're using tanks. You can either play against the computer or against yourself, or even doing target practice. This one actually has a nuke, even something called Stardust, and many more. But one of them actually is called Hot Potato. It's shaped as potato because it's an actual potato and it explodes. There's even
Hmm.
one that's called Ants, which literally builds an ant farm, and so many. But some of the weapons are doesn't give you any points. Some are just nothing. Doesn't even give you any effect at all. But a lot of them actually are powerful. There are napalm, but many more. I was actually thinking if I do a stream, why play the game? Unfortunately, it's not happening because the turnout it's can't be minimized to smaller screen like when you're playing your computer or your game. It's like I can't. I thought that maybe I could do it and play the game in a stream, but yep, it didn't work. And you can actually be watching videos on YouTube based on the game as well. A lot of people playing it. I think they actually have all of those, all the weapons that are possible. That's access instinct to it, but the one I have doesn't even have all the weapons. But it works for me though. I mean, it's pretty fun. It's complete free and it's fun. And most games can be addictive, and to me, not really. And earlier today, when I was doing this target practice against myself, well, I managed to get um, for one of those, I had around 5,500 points. Another one was probably around 200. That's just great. It's a fun game. Your brothers are not home?
Nope.
Bummer. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I mean, it looks like Cody is online, but no way on him was what he's doing. Malachi, well, I don't know if he's even online because not on Discord he isn't. Kuba, offline. Hayan, yeah, I don't know what he is. I mean, he's not even online, and so I don't even know. If no one else showing up around before after half an hour mark, I just may skip doing a intro stream and doing something else.
All right. I mean, I do have the randomizer, so we could do that.
Yeah,
But
probably. But for now, just wait and see what happens. I know for a fact that many times that when Malachi, for example, when he doesn't show to be online, but turn out he is, but not on Discord, or he is actually online, but it just showing his offline. And Lord, well, the reasons why he hasn't even been on much lately is because dealing with college and all that, and which is understandable. I mean, when he's in the final year, or when he's just started college, or is it? Well, there's something about college, but I don't even remember how long he has been in it. But and at his work, in games, in friends. So I told him that it's fine that he if he can't join in the stream, but he can always just join in the comments, just talk from that way. But of course, it's up to him what is happening. But I really wish that he could join in from time to time, but even though it's just for a couple of minutes or so. But I mean, Lord is only one of the few people that we haven't seen much lately in the streams. I mean, it's understandable when he has college and all that work, and I mean that's pretty much understandable. Same thing as for high schoolers in the US that can have a part-time job, and depending, of course, what it is. If a pizza delivery, grocery store, Walmart, you name it, and that's understandable. But it just it's just one of the few things in this time where we reached up. We can just talk to some other friends, like the twins. We haven't seen them like now what over at least a couple of months. We hadn't even seen Packers fan in a while. Um, we hadn't even seen well, Cove, for example. Uh, well, he did join in a couple of times before last year, and I think early last month or so. But they haven't been any much, you know, haven't been much any appearance of a lot of friends lately. Deanna, we haven't seen her, quite a while now. And honestly, though, I don't even know if we are able to see her again. I mean, we haven't even heard from her. We haven't even seen her in none of my streams or yours or Malachi's or even Cody's. So, yeah, I mean, it's really strange that we haven't even seen her. She was more active in our streams, but now these days, not at all. Like, not a single peep from her. Despite that she said that she's gonna stream again on her channel, but I'm surprised that she just simply vanished like that. I mean, she did tell us that she was living with her mom's friend and being different rules and all that, but yeah, it's just one of the few things. I mean, we know that Dashi had some problems with his computer and all that, and being hacked. All it's just you know, there's just always something that's involved like that. I I can understand from most of our friends that they are has something to do or something that's involved, like the twins. Once they said that they can't be joining in for a while because they were moving from one state to another, and then they were looking for new jobs and all that, and they eventually found something to work with, and they were out of college, high school, so and we don't even know if they're in even college or even university or something like that because they did say they were thinking of probably go to college or something, maybe a community college or something. And if they aren't, if they're just working, we don't even know if they're just part time or full time, and if they have any girlfriends in their life. It's like one day simply you're telling us, oh, by the way, I'm actually having a part time job myself, and is not a McDonald's or anything, maybe just, maybe a game store or something like that, and you've been having a good time been and could have been offered to be a full time. I don't know, from say maybe 8 in the morning to 9 or 10 in the afternoon or in the evening, depends on what type of store they are open, and that's understandable. And so we can't say for sure about that. I know for a fact that some of our friends aren't working. Like Malachite, he has no work, but since he still live with his mom and his uncle, and Dashi, who is with now his new roommates and house provider, and the twins, we know the fact that they will now have work. I don't know if there's a part time or full time. I don't think we have been asked. And Packers fan. Well, he did mention that he was in his senior year of high school, so I don't know if he did say that he was going for college or anything or start working. So yeah, some of our friends have that only about 3 years ago that started showing up. Simply just you know had other things that they didn't show on developing their lives like work or further education. I could say like Polarizer. He did mention that he has work himself, which is the reason why he hasn't been in his streams lately, and as Lord has college. So the thing is for your brother, Roy, when he is showing up when he was still in college, he didn't join in much. Oh, speaking of that, um, I do remember the time when it was just me and someone else talking. I don't even remember exactly who it was, but then suddenly this random person show up, and it was not. I think it was actually doing a Pokemon stream, and this person used this different type of profile, like the missing number, which is kind of a glitch figure in the Pokemon games. I don't know if it's actual Pokemon or not, but and it turned out it was your brother Dylan while he was in UK, and that in fact, and that he didn't talk much because his neighbors having a party or something like that, and it's like, uh, okay, first of all, when I know for a fact that Roy has never joined the industry by himself, only that he was either at home or something like that, or he joined in later on. And but your brother literally, while he was in the UK, joined in the stream without even having an idea. In fact, I don't even know if he actually is subscribed to me or not. I don't know, but it was pretty funny though that your brother, of all people, showed up. It's just that was just out of the blue. I mean, that was just pretty cool though. Uh, of all of your family, I know for a fact, other than Dylan, Roy, you, your mom, your dad, Jake, were also in the stream. I think once or twice. Well, part of the it is in the background and all that, and that was cool. But yeah, I mean, considering of all the things that we all of us have been, for past 3 years, talked about all kinds of shenanigans, and of course we has a lot of bad things happens, like when Diana pretended to be a different person. I was like, okay, this just okay. I mean, first, like her to be coming out or at least confess to Lord of all of our people, our friends, right? I was expecting maybe that she would probably kind of reach out to me because she probably knows that I am not the one to judge or freak out like that or scream at her. I mean, I could have, but I just probably would just have my cool chill head moment. But I was surprised, and at the same time, when she was playing as Star or Stella, the word is some consisting of her stories or playing a role. It doesn't even make sense, especially in the time when she claimed that Diana fell on the floor, wasn't breathing, and after a moment later, Diana came back as nothing had happened. It's like they never even called for any medical attention because normally people do that, right?
Yeah.
So why would simply that part make no sense? That was the only I think that's one of the few things that's literally caught my attention. This is can't be for real. And in a short time when Stormy demanded me to delete all the streams that he appeared in because I apparently was given out his permission to use his face or his voice, oh, mostly for his face. But I did telling him, like, I never told him or forced him to show himself. He did that most or a few times when he did appear, by randomly, not even telling us in advance. I was, well, I was really surprised that he had this demand that I delete all my videos or streams that he appeared in because I didn't have his permission. But I just told him that he showed himself without even telling us. He just simply did that. But eventually he agreed to let me keep those. I could see those streams, including the game show streams that he appeared in, as private, but at least he eventually agreed to just not to do that. But I was really, you know, there are only a few times I really have been so pissed off in the streams, just which is a rare of me though. Now these days it takes a lot of things to even to make me that mad, but especially the time those bots showed up, I was really pissed beyond the moon. I was like, what the heck is going on here? I mean, that was just randomly though, but that's. Of course, there's always some bad times in our streams when, like, when Dash has told us that his previous ex had that when he was dating back when he was still in his early 20s. Now he's in his late 20s though, but that the fact that there was this man in his 50s, the man that his ex started dating her, or if he didn't do that, this man will send some people to kill Dashi. I was, what the? Are you freaking kidding me? A man in his 50s, but most of all, he was homeless. Apparently, this man in his 50s had fallen in love with Dashi's ex, who was in her 20s, and demanded that she breaks up with Dashi and live with him. But newsflash, he was just a homeless man. So live where? On the streets? I doubt it. And not top of that, but having people being showed up at Dash's house and killing him. I I was, well, I was speechless when that was mentioned. But I'm not being surprised if there are in fact some of our friends that taking those stories lightly, really actually believe in those, or mention saying that, oh, that's just fictional story that he came up with, or they're like, but in other words, bullshit. I can't tell from that. I mean, I only have his side of the story, what he's been telling. And, things, it's just always like that. I mean, for the past 3 years or so, all of us had experienced a lot of different things when it comes to streams, like what our friends have been experienced in the past. Like Malachi did mention that his dad is no longer in the picture because he was not a good parent. I'm not going into much details because for his privacy, but let's say it was one word: abuse. It's just, yeah, it's not a good thing. And not all that, even even your family suffered something that was shocking when your older brother Jake passed away in an accident. I was, what the? Are you kidding me? I mean, there are a lot of things that all of us had experienced. I cannot even imagine to be losing a sibling at all, even though I only had two siblings, one younger and older. But yeah, and romance, well, that's not a thing. Huh. I I don't know why. sometimes I may wonder if I'm a freaking chick magnet or something. Because when Crystal showed up in the streams, like she fell in love with me. I was like, oh snap! Uh, what's next? Boy, boy. I mean, for the past 3 years that you have been in the streams, game guy, what is the most memorable moments in that you still remember quite well?
First meeting you.
Makes sense. Anything else?
I don't know. It's been. I mean, it's been 3 years, or at least I think it's been 3 years. It might have been 4, but I mean, I don't know. Crazy to
Your
think it's been this long already.
yeah, your memory known will be short and bad. Well, people can do have that, even myself sometimes. Yeah, for myself though, for the past 3 years or almost four, it's to meet up my friends. So, and hey, even back when I first started my streams, at least before I even started doing my streams, I was actually considered to do streams, but I wasn't sure how to do it. It was way before I even knew about StreamYard. I had did see a few people actually were doing using StreamYard, but at the time I didn't know what it is about. And I later found out that YouTube also have a streaming service that you can actually also be using. And when I found out that StreamYard has its own, and not all of that, you can not only be streaming on YouTube, but also on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and a few other places. I was really surprised. And not only for part of that, um, some of the things that in the brand, which you have this countdown from 30 seconds, and you can also add your own video as as an intro, which Cody has. There's even a background, which I have, which is the leaves. You can even add your own background, and there are in fact background music, which is in fact approved. So if I had used this in the background and I get a copyright, that would have been complete bullshit. Because if they are part of the StreamYard service, they won't be able to be copyrighted at all. I mean, there's like rock, night driving, lofies, into space, feeding the ducks, daydreaming, dance pop, acoustic cinematic or like a cinema, and even this live StreamYard, and you can even add your own the logo that shows powered by StreamYard, and even changing your the outlook of the names, like the from a bubble, the classic to or even to make them not show at all, even change the colors, and it's cool. And you can even add banners apparently in the streams, and yeah, and as Malachite said in the comments, I remember in our first Halloween stream, Lord Acidicus asked you to change Game Guy's name to Lady Gaga, and that was funny for sure. Well, as for sure, Malachite. Um, and it's as for the game show streams that we did, there have been a lot of funny moments in those. I can remember the first time we did the um about the cryptids, how has hated said in the comments, there was a lot of these. And I remember Game Guy's reaction when I told about the other man that he is shapeshifting and like, what? Or who can I forget? The space quiz that we did about the pancake domes on Venus. That was just priceless. I mean, trust me, dude. When I looked up for any potential that can be used as a question and any geological features on any of the celestial bodies in our system, I just looked up on Venus or if there's any craters or um, any canyons like that. When I saw this features like looks like circle features on the ground and it had the name pancake domes, I was like, is this for real? Pancake domes? And I like, oh boy, game guy, you're gonna love this question. And you did. Oh, that was just a great time. And especially also that when Malachite actually showed his game, Dragon City, um, as he said, I remember when I had to change Kubo's name, Kubo the creepiest bug in the first cryptic game show screen quiz. Yeah, I did that. That was. Oh man, that was just fun times. We were supposed to be doing a game show stream today, but since no one else did even showed up, so we skip it. Yeah, so I have no idea. Probably tomorrow, but I don't know. Uh, I mean, I did mention like another thing is I do remember the fact that when Malachi's uncle first showed up or first been heard in his streams, when he told us the monkey and the lizard joke. Oh man, that was a funny one. But I really don't remember from which stream that was. No, since I've been doing for 3 years. Um, and who could forget about our reaction when you said the cryptid name that sounded like you say but toot toot and was very funny moment. Yeah, that one. But toot toot. Yeah, trust me, dude. Or I can say this right now. In my most recent quiz about cryptids that I made, I literally found a few cryptids with completely insane names. I'm not joking, they're complete insane. Even I have really difficulty even pronouncing those names, but hey, that's just great. And yesterday I actually worked on a new quiz for Elf, this short alien. Updated that one. Um, but I won't do any more cryptic quiz for a while since I have almost 20 plus of those already. Uh, Even more insane Cody the Sasquatch Hog. Yeah, that's true. I also mentioned that also reason why that we hadn't even seen Lord lately in our stream or in my streams or audios or game guys. It's just that it's about he has college and all that, and some out of this part-time work or something like that. And yeah, I thought it more understandable. And we did talk about little about some things that we had experienced for the past few years. Of Game Guy's family lost of his older brother Jake in an accident, and yeah, I really don't know how to even react on that honestly, because personally I never had experienced any remote to that. Even though I had lost a few members in my family for several years now, for the past 20 to 30 years. While actually, I did lose an aunt on my mom's side many, many years before even I was born. think my mom was only. I think my mom was. Almost. She was not even she wasn't even 20 years old. She was way younger than that. I think she was. Oh, she was actually in the second grade when she lost her younger sister. And my aunt literally died on her actual birthday. And yeah, I since I didn't ever know her, so I can't say. And my grandparents from my dad's side, same thing. I really have no memories of them at all since they passed away when I was just barely two and a half, one and a half. So I really have no memories of them at all. And I also did mention about Malachi's dad is no longer in the picture. I didn't get much details, only that what he was, well, a bad parent.
I wouldn't say that, but okay.
Yeah, so, but I mean, it just happens. Many things that many families don't, but I didn't go much in details. In fact, I don't even remember much of myself, even though he did tell me once, and I don't remember much of it. That probably is a good thing too. Yeah, and we talked about other our friends that like the twins. We haven't seen them much lately. Kuvu, Lord, what else? Paul Reiser, since he has to work now as himself, even though he's still in school. Uh, oh, I did mention a time when um Game Guy's older brother Dylan showed up in a Pokemon stream I did without even though without Game Guy was even there. This was when Dylan was still in not high school, but when he was in UK. I mean, out of the blue, he was literally showed up. I was like, for first, I wasn't sure who this were because this person used the name the Nameless One and it was muted the whole time. Cause that there is the reason why he didn't speak much is because he has his neighbors, or was it his roommates, actually had some form of party, and he did unmute only for a few times, which I could hear in the background, so it makes sense. But in fact, I remember I did see one stream, listen to an old stream yesterday. Um, this one was from about 2 years ago. I mean, I didn't listen for all entirely. I just skipped for a few parts, and there was something mentioned that game guy had a roommate. I was like, wait, whoa, 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 back up. We know for a fact that Dashi had roommates and a house provider, but that game guy has a roommate. I was like, wait a minute, who was the roommate? And know for a fact his older brothers, Jake and Dylan, still lived at home. Not Dylan, but Roy lived at home with Jake. So what's this? Then I like maybe there was actually his brothers that was considered as roommates. I don't know. In fact, I don't even remember why they didn't mention that. But like, who cares? That was 2 years ago. Doesn't affect me this thing. But there is one person I wonder if we ever going to see ever again. Deanna. We haven't seen her in months. And over almost a year now, I think. Well, maybe 6 months or so, but my opinion, I don't think we'll ever see her again. I mean, she hasn't been showed up lately, though, so but Game Guy, if Diana would show up, is that something you wish that would happen?
What do you mean?
Well, if she do you want even to see Diana again? I mean, in the streams, talk to her as normal.
Well, yeah, obviously.
I mean, I do wonder. Okay, I want your honest opinion on this. If Diana came back and she asked you, or at least asked Roy, to take her back, what do you think Roy would even do? Like, would he take her back, or just be her friend, or what do you think he would do?
Hard to say, honestly.
Well, makes sense. After all that, she did say one time in the stream, or in after stream, that there was just me and Malachite in it with her, but she told me not to say this, that she wanted to break up with Roy, and I didn't even say it, but Malachite did, and because you and Roy did show up, and it then and let's say he was not happy, and when she played as Star, well, that's not a thing. Pretending to be Star, saying that she wanted Diana to break up with Roy so she could be with him. But since it turned out she was Star the whole time, I wouldn't understand what was the meaning of that. I mean, come on. If she pretended to be a different person, even a cousin, so that she wanted to break up with Roy so Star could take Roy. But she probably would notice that Roy probably, most likely, would even go to be with Star. For a few things, like he didn't even know her that well enough, and that the fact that Diana just dumped him and have his heart broken like that, it's just not like simple like, oh, by the way, can I be with you? Oh yeah, sure, my heart is healed. Not as simple. Yeah, it's a lot of things like that. I was surprised. In fact, that when it turned out Stormy was the one that it made it like a dare. It's only supposed only for about 1 or 2 weeks, but lasted for at least a couple of months. If I had to be honest though, when it happened, when the, when Diana was playing as her cousin like that for those couple of months, I was getting a little bit fed up about it. Honestly, I was getting a little bit tired of this drama. They were always drama way over and over, and it eventually I was considering just simply, well, not allow her to be back. I mean, I was on the edge on that, even though I never told you guys that, but I don't even know what to do when it happens. And like I said, this Diana is still actually a member on Discord. I mean, I'm still friends with her, but I hadn't even heard from her in a while though. I don't know what to do. And as Malakat said back in the stream yesterday about this tank auction, or what is it supposed? I don't know much about it since I mean, if he wanted to do it, then he just had to show up here. Otherwise, I mean, I don't even know what he had actually meant. Had he plans for that part? If he wanted to do this some sort of auction for tanks that he'd done, or I don't even know what he had in mind for that part. So I mean, it's just I don't know. It was just unexpected. So any plans for otherwise the rest of the week or weekend?
Not really.
Same. I have no idea what I'm going to do. Since I have my youngest niece over here for maybe, I don't know, tomorrow or maybe Sunday, I don't tell you though, a 4-year-old is a very energetic boy. Well, that and I'll have all my sister's kids over here. Oi, oi boy. Now that is a complete energy drainer. And apparently my brother took our family cat. Well, for a loan. He and his girlfriend actually have been debating about getting a pet. Unfortunately, they can't get a dog. Not because they're allergic or anything, it's just due to the fact that they work. Sometimes we have different work schedule, and my brother couldn't be working either. Sometimes in the afternoon through evening, or sometimes in the weekends, or maybe a late night shift, or I don't even know. So it wouldn't work out because there is in fact a law in Sweden that no matter despite what kind of a dog you have, if it's a Chihuahua or Saint Bernards or even a Golden Retriever, the dogs had been walked for every 4 to 6 hours and at least in half an hour each time. And that would not work for my brother and his girlfriend though, because since they did work, and even though they that she doesn't works that far from the house or their apartment. And I mean it's just a very inconvenience for her to just go home, take care of the dog and walk for half an hour and go back to work. But a cat they might do. And as my parents actually agreed, if they were going to use our cat as for test for about 1 or 2 months. If it works, they will keep her. Since I don't mind though. I mean, she is only a couple of years old, nearly almost 10 or something like that, and cats live a long time. So I'm like, well, can I get my own cat? My parents like, nope. I'm like, why? Well, our dog was pretty much on her or our cat constantly, literally. Well, like I mean, chasing around, playing around with her, and it's just she never had any calm moment for the most part. Not well, only the evenings, but hey, I can understand her part. But if I want to have a pet, I take a cat. I love dogs, but if I live by myself, I can't have a dog. Like I said before, the law makes me I have to take in a walk for 4 hours, each 4 to 6 hours, and half an hour walk. I mean, yeah, it wouldn't work out. I mean, a cat, you can pretty much leave a cat up to 12 or maybe a day without any problems. As long as you have food, water, and a clean litter box, that's all it needs. Game guy, what is the most funniest pet you ever had?
Funniest?
Well, what is the most exciting
Uh,
animal or pet that you had that you loved so much? Like if you had any pet throughout your childhood that was special or something unique about it.
yeah, our dog, who's still alive.
So, what is special about the dog?
I don't know. It's just he's special. That's it. Because it says
Yeah,
so.
but special. Yeah, but special how? In what way?
I'm not a stickler for the details.
Well, that might be true though. Our family had a couple of animals that was or pets that was very unique. We actually had when I was young, probably between 5 or 7. We used to have a cat and a rat, a pet rat, and the rat somehow ended up beneath the porch, the back porch. And my mom told the cat just go under there and get the rat without eating it or biting it. I mean, I just like trying to even try to talk to an actual person. I mean, it's just like, oh yeah, by the way, she will understand what you mean. So the cat just went down the stairs on the back porch, and later, just only a moment later, she comes out, and right behind her is the rat. Like just simply walking normally behind her. I mean, when my parents told me this, I was like, what? What? I mean, that was just hilarious. I don't even remember that. My I have my favorite animal or pet that I had was a pet rat. Well, her name meant like why in Finnish language. It was actually my dad who named her, not me. But she was very unique, even a pet rat. I mean, if I had her on my shoulder, I could just simply give her a piece of cheese or sausage or basically anything, and she'd sit there eating like a parrot. But the most funniest is that if she was in the hallway and I was in the living room, if I just tapped her name on and tapped on the floor and called for her name, she literally just ran into the living room like a dog. No joke. She literally did that. And the other funny thing is that our late cat, which was my brother's cat, when when he was downstairs, she chased him all the way to the staircase to upstairs, and halfway up in the staircase, he was looked down on her like, "Oh yeah, you can't get me." But sure enough, she jumped off the steps and like, "Oh shoot!" And he ran up the rest of the stairs and up to my parents' bedroom, up to on the bed, and he looked down like, "Oh yeah, you can't get me." But she literally took a jump and managed to climb all the way up on the bed sheet and on the bed. And he was like, "Are you for real?" Like, oh man, that was just funny. Even though there's another one story, even though I had never seen this personally though, but only been told from my mom. She used to know a few people a couple of years ago, and they had this pet leguana. And one day they had a plumber over for doing some plumbing in the kitchen. When he saw leguana in the window, he refused to even get in there because he's afraid that the leguana would attack him. Newsflash, it wouldn't. They can bite, but they are complete vegetarians, so they are not like eating meat. And the funniest of the second part of the leguana, one day, I think it was the mother in the family took the leguana on a walk in a leash, quite literally. And it's a funny part. A car was driving by, and the driver was like, huh? And like made a second look and almost crashed into the light pole. I was like, what? Oh, that was just. I mean, I can understand why. I mean, most people that can be seen using a pet in a leash is like a cat, dog, rabbit, but a leguana, yeah, not so often. I mean, that's pretty much rare. In fact, my mom told me that she had a math teacher when she was young, and that particular teacher had, I think it was two or three caimans, which is a type of crocodile, in her bedroom, and they used the bathtub to sleep in it. I was like, what? I mean, they aren't that illegal to have as a pet, but it requires special permits for that. I mean, understandable. Yeah. I mean, what if you like you come out to your friend like, oh, you want to see my special pet? Oh yeah, and your friend like they didn't tell you what it's like the pet is, so like, and you're like, what kind of pet is it? Oh, you this is a surprise. You're gonna love this, and then you go out with your friend, and he opens the bathroom, leads you to the bathroom. Okay, why are you going to the bathroom? I thought you were going to show me your pet. Oh yeah, he lives in here, and you're like, okay, what kind of pet is there? And open the door, and there in the bathtub, a small crocodile like, uh, is this a joke? Nope, it's a real one. I mean, just imagine that. Like, is it either you or if Malachi had a friend, like, oh yeah, I had a friend because just see my special pet. Like, I believe if it was me, I first would believe that maybe is like a fake, like a realistic fake doll or something. But if it moves its own, I'm like, uh, I mean, that's you know, pretty funny. I've seen people have turtles for pets. I mean, I know the for a fact that some pet turtles require to be cleaning an aquarium almost every single day because of the high risk of salmonella, and depends, of course, which type of turtle or turtle you can have. If you're finding those big tortoise, no, not in Sweden it's not even allowed, but perhaps in America, I don't even know. Um, oh, I remember this story that one African royal family it actually had one turtle in a family, and it was given to them by the James Cook, the British explorer, and remained in the family from 1760s, I believe, all the way back to I think it was the 1960s or 1970s. So it was around over 100 years old, and this turtle wasn't even that big. It was probably big enough you can hold it in two hands. I was like, uh, it's impressive, and they literally have it stuffed up after they passed away. I mean, imagine if you had those big tortoises like in Galapagos Islands, that type of sea turtle or tortoise, haven't hatched, and you will take care of it throughout your entire life. And when you pass away, your child inherits that tortoise, and they take care of it their entire life. And the same thing for the next generation. It probably will be passed on in your family for uh, 5, 6 generations, since they literally live between 150 and 190 years. So like that might be almost 10 generations or so, and big enough for a small kid to even ride on. And I actually seen one like this big taurus, not the Galapagos ones, but a different species. And I'll tell you though, they were big enough for even a small kid to ride on. But uh, game guy, if there's any type of animal that you can see in real life, what would it be?
I'm not sure.
Hmm. Personally, hmm, well, except for those animals that can't be seen as zoos like tigers or anything, but oh, I would love to see maybe a whale shark or a blue whale or even a killer whale. Oh, that would have been cool. But I know for a fact, Five Goddess, she would love to be sea dolphins. After all, it's her favorite animal. It just. And if there was smaller kind, well, hard to tell. Maybe a tiger or maybe a lion. But I have to say, of fictional animals, I meant to see that he probably wanted to see a dragon. Now that would have been cool. How about a pet dragon? Flying over the world. Not dependent on airlines anymore. Yeah, I'm my own personal dragon. That would be cool. Like, I don't have to spend thousands of dollars in a plane ticket for across the country for a trip. I can use my personal dragon. Bye. uh, well, would have been cool though. But personally, if I could see any animals that's or creatures that's fictional, that would probably be a dragon, and maybe a griffin. Even though back in the mythology, by the griffins, they are known to be greedy by collecting gold. Yeah, I mean, just look at those griffins in the Emerald PG4. They did the same thing. Very greedy. Well, except for Gabby and Gallus. Other than that, I don't even can say much. Hmm. What else we'll talk about? I have no idea. uh, all guys, if you're still watching, get your butt in there right now, or I will send Cody on you.
Because apparently you have something that can just summon him.
Well, there are at least two people that've been watching this stream right now. Assuming that one is Malachite and the second maybe Robert Freeman. I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't really know what to talk about either. He'll be back.
Sorry about that. My mom needed some help with something, so but yeah, if Malachite wants to join the stream, he can. But I just simply might just end the stream around after 2 hours mark. You know, how about we do some Hangman? I mean, since the game stream will not be possible today, we can just do some Hangman for until the end. I mean, it's not up to you though.
I mean, I wanted to do the randomizer and then
Sure, why not?
hold on one second. I'm gonna need a couple seats to get them right now. Just give me 1 second. I gotta plug this thing in.
Hey, well, I mean, until you had that set up, well, I can say this. I'm actually happy to have been able to reach 8,600 subscribers by now. I really haven't. Normally, I do may post a story as a subscriber special. Um, the 3 hour story that I posted on Valentine's Day was originally planned to be that as a subscriber special, but since I realized that Valentine's Day was getting close, and since I was working on Robert Freeman's story, I knew the fact that it the story took a little bit of time, and I had to mainly focus on that one, and I managed to finish it around this just the day before the actual day. So I thought I might not even be able to pull off um to make another story before the actual day, since I managed to finish off Robert's story just before midnight in my time zone. So I felt like why not to take that 3 hour mark story. Just been saying I couldn't see that on my flash drive because the memory of the video was too big for that one since I have at least a handful of stories already on the flash drive. So I'm we'll figure out to you which story to be used as the next subscriber special. But I won't be doing any Q&A for a while, not until when I reached 9,000, which will take a while. I mean, I already it's
Yeah.
9,000 minus 8,600 plus that's only need 4 more hundred more subscribers.
And now press start to play. Right. I don't know. Are you ready for whatever crazy Mario we're gonna get today, Swedish?
Hmm.
All right. Well, I'll just start.
Let's see what we'll get.
4578. Wait. It's not on the list, but oh, it's not on the list, but I remember using this seed. Hmm. Maybe that's just my memory being weird, though. Who knows? We're gonna find out. At least it's not on this side of the list. Give me 1 sec. Maybe I should have made this a Google Doc. I might do that later. First Mario of the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like that.
Look, go. And dude, you're really all late. By 1.5 hour late, Malachite.
And of course, I got the game set up.
Whoops.
It's great.
Well, where have you
Hello?
been? You're Mr. Blueberry mascot.
Get up there. He was probably busy.
Hmm, this long? Yeah. After I reached 2 hours, I just went into stream and I don't know what to do afterwards. If there's gonna be any Hangman or I don't even know Super Mario Super Millionaire. I don't even know. I mean, I don't know if Market is even up for that. This is after all,
This is
Super
point
Millionaire
seven.
is his department. And like I told Game Guy earlier, Malachi, I did mention about the game that I told about on Discord yesterday, Pocket Tanks. Um, I had a wish that I could do the same thing as Game Guy do right now, playing a game while be on the stream. Uh, slight problem. I wasn't able to minimize put this game screen smaller version so I could be playing it while be on the stream at the same time. I I was actually I wish that could
254.
have
I
done it,
already did. So
but
that's 65.
it wasn't really possible, which is a big bummer. It's a fun game. Oh, and I did tell the game guy that some of the weapons or ammunitions in that game are pretty unique and well, some are powerful, others have no effect at all. Like one is called Stardust, which I don't think is have any form of any special effect or anything. One other, which is ants, and literally build an ant farm, has it do in fact build an ant farm and has only a slight um, points that you can get from it. Um, the artifacts and others are very powerful, like Nuke, and there are a few that has a funny name. Oh, nice Mario. um, one of the funniest is called Hot Potato. Shape and looks like an actual potato, and it explodes. Uh, the game has a lot of different type of animation that you can be using. Unfortunately, the game I have downloaded yesterday doesn't have all of them. Perhaps only a fraction. It's just I don't mind. I mean, it's a fun game. I remember I used to play it back in the early 2000s. I think 2001, 2002, like that. It was just a great game. But I have been since then. I didn't play the game for what can it have been nearly 20 years or so. I tried to look it up yesterday on there was any website that actually had a game for that you can be playing for free. Sadly, there weren't any that at least I could find. But I did find that you can download the game for free, and which I did, and I don't regret it at all. It was such a great game. You can either play it against yourself or at a computer, or even doing target practice against yourself. I did some target practice, and it was a lot of fun. Um, the one that was actually player one, which I mainly use, had around 5,500 points. Well, another one was, or player two was just only 200. I was just, whoa, I didn't know you can fly Mario. But yeah, the game was actually fun though. Still am. I don't know what else to do about it. I wish that there could be more games like it. I remember I used to play some games back then that my dad managed to download for me years ago, like a Star Wars. game. I think it was a Dark Empire, something like that. I think there was in another one that you use. I think it was actually an X-wing that you could flying around, target Imperial outposts or bases like that. It was also fun, but I don't remember that game what it was called. That was long ago.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Now I just have to get that star.
Look, someone is awake. Where have you been, Mister Blueberry Muffin?
Hey, I got it. Actually, I got flung into it, but same thing.
I've been alright.
You sound tired.
Uh,
But I hit the box. Right? Okay. It doesn't count. Apparently. Whatever. Cool Mountain. I can't do Star 2 unless I find that baby. Gotta be up here, right? Well, that guy's stopping.
So,
I've heard of a kangaroo, but never a snow-a-garoo. I mean, a what?
so Mr. Malachite, what do you thought about this tank auction you talked about?
well, the more I thought about it, the more I thought it could, in a way, kind of be like, the prices are really, like, I'm sure Game Guy may have heard it, or not sure if he's seen it, but they usually start with, and I am up for bids and they put something up on that, and I figured a way it could kind of be like that part.
Hmm.
Where is that? Oh, I got the star, now I have to go find it. Where is it? Hmm. Did you not see that star get blown over to like no man's land? I don't even know where it went.
I can tend to see in the star.
Mario, stop. All right. Get out of the snow. You know what? I was just gonna take this one. Oh, you know what? I think you saw it.
That could have
saw
been
the
it.
side of it. That was weird.
That could have been it.
No, the star I was going for was I think star 5. That was star 6.
But I was working on a couple new millionaire, some new millionaire quizzes, and I've managed to name the blue and white ones last night, and I gave them some pretty good names. And I'm not going to change any of them. I worked hard to try and get them prepared for this, and I am not changing them in the slightest.
All right. That's probably a star, but I'm going for a star right now, so I can't get that right now. Please don't throw the star somewhere stupid.
And also watch out for that guy copter.
Hold on, that's just a flying version of me. Kinda. Flying version of my profile, I guess. Actually, you know what? I got an idea. Give me that. It's on the side, right? And that's where I'm going.
How the fooey hell are you
Hold on a
able to
second.
do
Hold
that?
on a second. I just gotta just shell surf this way. Yeah, this is just a thing that happens. Gravity's got the nothing on me. Have you not seen Galaxy? Seriously, where the hell is that star? Hold on, let me just do this completely possible thing. There it is. I just have to get it. Who needs logic when you're me? I'm gonna put that on the list. I'm going 6-star mode. Or 5-star mode, sorry. Yeah, the shells can just kind of go on slopes. It doesn't really matter what ones they are or how steep they are. They can just go up them because logic. Oh, that's actually an extra 6. It's not 4, it's 3. Hold on. 166. Or 166. 6. There's a lot of 6s. But we do have lime green Mario.
Langrenio? Also, how in the hell are you supposed to read that sign? It was facing the wall right next to it.
What? Hold on, let me...
You ain't
do you mean?
gonna be able to read it. It's to the left, right there. Look. How in the
Wait. Oh, wait, hold on! Yep! Malachite takes the power of 3 stars to open that door. I need 0 more stars. Because that's definitely how math works. What am I thought? Yep, this game makes sense. No, it doesn't, but who cares? This game is great. Let's just read this one for fun. Observation platform! Press C up to take a look around. Don't miss anything. Yep. I understand. Hold on, I have to defeat this giant eyeball. Wait, hold on. Please don't throw this stupid star anywhere dumb. Yeah, I saw that coming. Alright. I have to get to the top of the roof. By side flipping in front of the door, because that's clearly how I get to the top of that roof. Thankfully, remember how to get up here. The boo there. It's just kind of chilling there. Hold on, do you want some more dumb sign logic? Watch this. Get up here, and I think you can read it from the top of this, or maybe you can't. But you can't read it like that for some reason. Actually, you know what you can do? You can do this if I can remember how to do it. Yeah, there you go. Hold on, I'm reading the sign, but the other way around. I'm not even looking at it. Oh no, talk about out-of-body experiences. My body has melted away. Have you run into any headhunters lately? Burn my face like freeze like this. Yep, that happened. I just read it. Even though I wasn't looking at it. That's how that works. And also, no, you can't read whatever's on the plaque on the star thing, fountain. You can read the signs that are inside of the wall. You can read signs without actually reading the signs, but you can't read a sign that is impossible to see. That's just how this game works for some reason. I better only do a couple stars because if it's gonna be 2 hours, then I want to get the most out of this. 52:14. I'm going to assume this isn't on here. Get rid of that. Okay. Yep, that seems about right. I'm all kinds of colors. It's a beautiful. Boil the big bully. Also leave the lava land because why not? Oh, you know, I'm gonna die. Yep, I'm dead. I forgot. I suck at lethal lava land. Here, we can do... Oh, yeah. I don't know if I've ever shown this off before, but I just want to do it. This are 3. But for some reason, you can climb on this. You just climb on a bridge. Under the bridge. Because that's clearly how climbing works. Yeah, I'm not sure why you can do that, but you can. It's great. I mean, obviously, I'm putting that on there. I'm just doing a lightning round because I know there's not a lot of time left. All right. 9878. I'll do this one, and then I'll do Malachites. Yep. Put that on too. And have it refuse to turn on because you know that's a beautiful looking Mario. It's just excellent. I can't talk. Speaking of talk, TikTok clock. Just teleport to the bottom. That's clearly how that works. I mean, obviously that's going on the list. 9878. All right, I'm gonna do Malachites. Malachite, are you ready for yours? This is the last one. I just wanted to get his done because, 61444. And then I failed to press all. Press.
Oh,
Yeah. That seems about right. Actually, I look a little average, except for the head. And even the head almost kind of looks, well, not normal, but kind of close to tan. Oh, we're back to TikTok clock. Looks like it's at random right now. Oh, I missed. I might miss that one, but I won't miss this one. Get a hand. Here, I'll do 5 for this one. Because why not? Don't spawn me on the bridge. Bless you. Six,
okay,
seven's
that
over there.
background is amazing and fits this board perfectly.
You want to know something? The background here, that's actually what the background's supposed to be. Like in the actual game, that's what the background would be. So, it actually got the background right. Not the music, though. You can't hear it, but the music is actually for Shifting Sandland / Lethal Lava Land, so. Yep. You know what? I'm gonna go fight Bowser. Or fall off the edge. That works too. mean, I got out, so that's what I wanted. Please tell me you can grab that. Thank you. All right. I'm not sure if I actually got the backgrounds or not because, well, the Bowser area actually had the background and TikTok clock doesn't have one, so it's hard to tell. There is a star right next to me that I can't see because this camera is amazing. Stand on top of the gear. Cool. All right. Wing Mario for the rainbow. Where does this go? Guess we're gonna find out. Yep, I did. All right. Thanks, Big Boots Haunt. I knew we could count on it. You. And then I just leap my way all the way to the death of an eye. Right. Where's this gonna go? Don't go anywhere, dumb. I hate this game. Cool! I have to go to the bottom. I mean, I guess I could try to find the Big Boo, but I don't know where he is. Yeah, in case anyone is wondering, for these randomizer thingy-mabobbers, I never usually go for the 100 coins. Or any star that would take like a billion years to do. Like the insert whatever other it is coins. Also, that's a lot of boos in the background. Malka, you want me to put this on the list or?
And no.
All right, that's a no lister.
Try this time. Try 61-142.
61-142.
Yes.
61142.
See if that one's a better one.
Better. We're gonna find out. Yeah.
Oh my!
That's... accident. Let's go.
Oh!
Look at me. I'm fantastico.
My gosh, that's
I
good
bet,
one.
I bet Princess Peach would laugh.
Pretty animated red pink. What can I say? It has blonde hair for some reason. I'm actually her brother.
I wouldn't be surprised if Peach like, screw that. I take you to bed. Have some fun.
It's just a natural way of things. Not to worry about it. Look at that blonde hair. It's like the yellowest hair I've ever seen him have, so that's pretty cool. It weirdly fits with every other color he has. Oh yeah, that's right. The butterflies can give you one-ups. I forgot about that. Get up there. Or fail miserably. That works too. Get up there. Mario. Mario, I know you're fabulous, but get up there. Thank you. I'm putting this on the list, by the way. I can't not. He looks too amazing. He's just too fabulous. Don't knock me off. Thank you. Yep. Don't throw it anywhere, dumb. Thank you. All right. Don't you dare! All right. Actually, you know what? I was gonna toss him off the edge, but I realized he's probably gonna toss me off the edge. So that's a no. Ow. Right. I can't take this Mario seriously at all. I jumped off the edge. Oh my god. I tried to kick the Goomba off, and then I ended up kicking myself off. That makes up for it at least. 3-star. I cannot take this Mario seriously. What's this damn sign say? I might as well read it, just because why not? Egad, my baby, have you seen my baby? I don't want to tell you where that sign's baby went. It went to the wood chipper. It's the horrible thing. I don't know how I know that, but don't worry about it. Huh. It doesn't really look like, what is it? Big boots on. Alright, back here. I might as well open the cannon. Or fall off the edge. Yo. Hey, we've got something in common. You're pink and I'm pink. We can be pink buddies. That's a thing that exists, right? Alright. Yeah, where are you going? Oh, I'm dead. I played the smoke for that. That's why I stay inside. I'm just too fabulous for the outside world, you know? You were so lucky you grabbed that. It's a star down there. I need to fix this camera. Or I could go for that. I'm gonna go for this one. It's safer. Also, that coin is just going right through Mario because that's clearly what coins do. I'm just not the phased with the coin, you know? Oh, I'm in the wing cap. All right. How did you miss that? Just jumped right over it. I almost couldn't get into that door. All right. Can I go in any of these? I need 10.
Mario,
I need
you must be
13.
blind.
That needs 8. That gave me the middle finger because I need 5 for that, which is the number I'm going for. That needs 4. Alright, whatever. I'll go to the Vanish Cap then. If I can remember how to do this. Yep, I remember. It also bonked my way to it, but whatever. I'll grab that. I also heard somewhere that you can also hang on to this bridge too, but I've never actually seen it. I'm gonna give it a try actually. For the hell of it! Nope, it didn't work. I don't think you can actually. I'm not sure. I've never done it or seen it. Okay, that's weird. The cap went to the wrong cap.
Man, I'm tired.
No, you can make it back. You can do it. Keep perfect swimming and you'll not make it. Yeah, I'm not gonna get that. Why am I doing so bad today? Whatever. I'll get a star from here then. There's star 6. I forget what leads to here, but I apparently was already here. I'll take this one. Well, you're right. That is star 1. Just not star 1. Do you want me to do all of those seeds by any chance? I
Up to you.
jokingly asked. Well, really, I'm asking you because it's your stream, and I know you wanted me to. And I know you wanted to go into like 2 hours, so that's why I'm asking. I also thought it was more than it is. Oh yeah, by the way. 61142 is on the list. Well, it's on the list now anyway. That Mario was just too fabulous. Alright. I'll do the rest, but I'm doing it in 1-star mode. I'll just get 1 star and then move on to the next one. We left off 25688. I think so. Yep. All right.
You're not gonna check on your dog? Barking. Check on it.
Everything looks interesting. All right. All right. All I need to do is find 1 star and get smacked in the face by a rock twice. Thrice. Okay. Ow. All right. One star collected. Sure, I'll put this on this. All right, 25555. I don't think that's on the list because I didn't see the other one. So. Oh my goodness. That's. I'm putting that on the list right now. If it isn't already on here, I think it might be actually. 2-5. You got the 555, but not the 4-5. 5-5-5. You can't expect me not to put that on the list. That's just
What
you
in the
can't.
name of blue devilish
You
hell?
It's just illegal in several countries to not put this on.
What?
It's illegal in several countries to not put this on the list because obviously that list I have is known by many countries, clearly. See, the joke is no one except for us knows about it. There's just a spider right behind the door because that's normal. Someone sounds tired.
Well, I am. After the
You
stream,
make
I
it.
might just lay down for a bit.
Ah! No. No. Get back up there. Does it have to be 1-star mode? Because I really like this Mario. Oh well. That's star 3, I realize. I want star 4. I worked for 4 or 5. I worked for 5, I might as well get it. It's somewhere down here. There it is. I love him. He even has red hair. You know what? I'll go for 3 stars. Because this Mario is so fantastic that I want the extra stars. Here, what one was this one? 2555. Yeah. Then I did Malachite's. Six two eight five. Did I do that one? I think I did. All right. That did not make it. All right, cool. I thought that triple jump dive could make that, but it did not. All right. Should I sit this way? All right. He's. I love him. This seriously might be one of my favorite Marios we've had so far. And that's saying something because we've had a ton of great Marios over the years. Now, where's star 1 and or 6? There's 1 and or 6. It's 6, but I'll take it. I'll go for 2. Also, Mario didn't have eyes for a second there. Right. All right. I did Malachite. I just did that one. 62,855. Oh, what? His head
Is
is
that-
black.
Keep
Is
it,
it
keep
black?
it, keep it, keep it, keep it.
That is going on the list right now.
Is that a black or a dark green?
That looks
Black.
black. That's black on my end. I've got the
Huh.
I've got the TV. It looks black.
Yeah, seems like
Actually, it
black.
looks kind of it looks kind of blue on this on the camera, but on the screen, it's definitely black.
For me, from a moment, this looks like it's gonna be another dark variant of green, like dark green. But when it comes to like different
Get this out.
different colors or shades of gray or black or green, it can be many that looks very dark, almost like it
I
can be
love
black,
him.
but it's
Yeah,
cool.
that's definitely black. At least I got the Switch that time. All right, backflip up there. Is there any doors I can open right now that aren't Bob on Battlefield? Can't go in there. Can't go in there. Can't go in there. What about Big Boots on? Hi, Advanced Capitis. Mario. Get up there. Thank you. All right. Nope, I didn't mean to press C. He deserves the 3-star. I just realized I didn't even get 3 stars from Alka. Well, whatever. This one's so cool that it's getting the 3 anyway. Did I just... There's a wing cap up there for some reason. I don't know why. Well, there's a wing cap box anyway. So yeah, how you two doing? You guys doing good?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just tired.
Here, I'll get this, even though I don't need it. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good too. And also wall jump that way for some reason. All right. Really? All right. Well, this will be the 2nd star, and then I'll do the next seat. I don't think any of them's gonna beat this one though. The other one was pretty cool though. So drag me away. All right. What was with that lag? That was weird. Oh, do I have to? You know what? I'll get 3. Oh. All right. 3. Where's an easy star that I can get? Ow. Alright. Swear to God, that guy was in the wall for a second there. Alright. I need to find an easy star, which shouldn't be too hard to do. This is Hazy Base Cave. Hold on, let me just backflip and then backlit a amount of times. Bought one. Obviously, I put that on the list already, so we're good to go. That's 3. 64722. That's actually malachite. No, that's not. That's what it's just. Six, 4, 7, 2, 2. All right. Well, it didn't beat it, but oh, I guess I'm talking to you now. Am I glad to see you, the princess? Please recover the. There are 4 rooms on. When you collect 8. Thank you for telling me. That was very essential information there, Toad. Oh. What the? I thought I saw something. I must be imagining things. Hey, I can go in here. All right. Where does this go? Fitting. You know what? That's like the first time that I've gone into a painting and it actually goes somewhere that it feels like it would actually go. Can I get that? If I can find this Koopa shell, I can. That's not the Koopa shell. There it is. All right. Mario. Barkerby. There we go. Sure, we can do put this on this too. And for the last one, we have, of course, 65530. Are you guys ready for the last seed?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's do it. Yep.
That's a keeper.
That looks like Mario, Malachi's cousin Mario.
No,
With
my
a
cousin
unique-
Mario was the one that I did that had game guy do is 41697.
The fact that you remember the exact seed
I think
of the one that you liked scares me in a way that I didn't think possible.
Well, it had nice colors.
I will try to come up with some more.
Maybe don't. Actually, no.
No, I
put
mean,
the
no, I mean, I'm
put
not
the
going to make it. I'm not going to put more today. I just came up with more for later.
I know. I mean, like, I actually kind of liked when you do that, so that I can have like a bunch of seeds to start with, and then work from there.
What is the total number that you can't go for and higher?
I can tell you after I get the star. I think it's 65530. If memory serves me right, I think that might be the limit. Just give me a few. I'll get there. Vanish cap usually doesn't take that long, but there's also a minimum too. The minimum, I can tell you, that's 280. That's the minimum because there's one what is it? One file I have that I do for fun, and I've gotten to 280 so far from that. So, and I don't want to do those ones again because it's not fun that way for me anyway. It's more fun seeing all of our reactions to whatever the game throws at me. Instead of me just sarcastically saying, "Oh, I've never seen this before," even though I have. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of hoping that would just slide right into the SAR. In fact, you know what? I'm going to try to do that. There we go. Cool. All right. That's 1 star. So that'll be the last seed. But we will put... All right. So the minimum is 280. And the max is actually 25535.
Got it. So I will say that. So I will remember that till later.
All right. I'll just give you time to write it down or like put it down somewhere. And you know what? Why the hell not? We're going to have one bonus seed from me. I'm going to just randomly choose one because you know what? Why the hell not? We'll do that. You got the number down, right? Like the maximum one number, Swedish.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. I'll only do 1 star for this one too. This is just for fun. I'm just gonna do one on my own because why not? Oh yes,
Huh. Look like
we've got
Luigi.
Neon Luigi. It's great. Luigi on. What? I like that. How fitting that mine's the one that has that going on. So I'll just get a star and then I'll be the last seed. That's a coin, right? Mario, where are you going? I've heard about being blown away, but that was ridiculous. What? I'm actually fighting him like how you would actually, how the game expects you to fight him? That's crazy. He's not supposed to do that. Oh. Well, I have to get up there then. Or I could just get this star. You know what? I'm gonna get this star. Ground pound into it, because why not? Nice hair. Right, that'll be the last seat. So that's 913. 1, 2. Saving Glade. All right. Turn that off. And it's off.
Well, that was fun.
Yep.
Well, since it was originally for a game to stream, but that didn't happen, which is okay by me though. Probably tomorrow. Well, we know that Malachite is usually have game nights with his family, so we will see if he is available or not. Otherwise, it's your brother that can probably show one, join in or something.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, everyone, this is Fish Double signing off. Bye.
See ya.
Hey, goodbye.